Are you feeling a little nervous about creating your online course? Well, I decided to create this tutorial just briefly to show you guys how I think about technology from Conchetta's perspective, from the Katie Codeweb's perspective. Okay, so let's get started. So first thing you need to do is go to Teachable. Well, I talked to Erica prior to making the decision on using Teachable because I was actually thinking about using Kajabi to launch the first part of my course, but I decided to go with Teachable after Erica suggested to just put together a course to test it out instead of putting so much time and energy into building a whole entire course and then find out I have to make a whole bunch of changes. So the point is, as a newbie, I've never used Teachable before. I decided to create the Teachable account. It was very easy, very user friendly. So I would highly also encourage you guys to explore Teachable. Okay, so of course you have to sign in, create a course. There's different pricing plans that you could review. The bottom of the screen here, you can just go all the way down and review the pricing. I really wasn't too concerned about that right now. I just was more interested in looking at the layout. But again, if pricing is something that you're concerned about, review the pricing, go under the tab, look, see what their pricing is, see if it meets your needs. But I was in love with how easy and user friendly the admin page is. So from here, I mean, prior to coming to this screen, they would walk you through what would you want to call your school. So I decided to call my school Katie Codewebs. You guys could call your school whatever you want, but remember, I guess it should have some type of semantic meaning. So I was actually in between either what I was going to call my program, which is the coder's mindset, the coder's teaching model mindset. So I was either going to call it that or Katie Codewebs. So I just decided to go with Katie Codewebs. Sound better. So now, once you're inside of the admin shell, you would need to create your actual course. So my course name, before I actually made some notes on how I would want to set up my coder's mindset teaching model course. So I would recommend that too. Like have a Google Doc, create some notes. I kind of went with what Erica suggested with the knowledge, also skills and dispositions. I worked that in here somewhere. Knowledge, skill, and then the disposition piece is right here in the middle. So I made like a little quick outline. Although I don't have any of these things done yet, I felt like, you know what, I need this outline to help me think better about how I would want to set this up. So title of my course, add a bio. Okay, you can add an image, from your local computer. This is pretty much self-explanatory, but I mean, I guess how as a beginner could be a little bit confused about buttons and stuff, like what these buttons would do. What can they do for you? So what I do is I think about what can these buttons do for me. Right, this button is the HTML button, which if you had code where you were taking it maybe from your website and you wanted to directly embed the code, you could do that here. And why isn't it letting me get out of this? Oh, so click to get out. So you just see how I didn't know how to get out of that stage or component, but I just double clicked and it actually got me out. So this is the link button, which means that if I wanted to link in from like YouTube, from my YouTube channel, I would click link, insert the link. This is your picture button. This is where you can add an image, font, color, the background part of the font. So it's always good as a beginner, especially if you're new to technology. I highly recommend that when you're trying to learn new software, try to understand what the buttons do. Take the time to just explore. I was really pumped up after Erica's 4th video series to actually just get this thing up and going. And it also inspired me to make this little quick tutorial for you guys. So I'm not going to fill out the bio stuff here now, but I do have like a bio that I just put together. It might be too much to add here, but I would rather for my audience to know more about me as an expert, which I think helps to give credibility to them wanting to maybe take my course, hopefully. And then, of course, a course description, which is something that I still have to work on. Subtitle? Oh, So everything you need to know about coding, no, everything you need to know about coder's mindset. So I hope this is a little bit helpful, showing you guys the dashboard. So you would click here, create a course. They have a button you can sign up for a free live webinar. I could create a second video too when I get a little bit further along in my learning journey here. But this is cool because you could actually set up your own domain name. I'm pretty sure they probably will charge for that, because right now I'm like just using my, so they're setting it equal to I'm using like my business name, but the .teachable means that, you know, it has their extension. However, if you did not want to use their extension here, or the path that they have defined here, I'm assuming that this is the free path, but you could probably set up a domain name with the payment, the plans. So I probably would upgrade because the user interface seems easy enough for me to use. Although I do not mind difficult, but yeah, so I'll make probably a second video. I didn't want this one to last too long as I dig a little bit more deeper into the software. If you found this to be helpful, just with getting you guys started. No students at this time. Oh, yep, we know. So here, this is interesting because you know what? I would be interested in knowing the process of adding students. Oh, okay. Name, email. I know this probably relates to like an Excel sheet. Add another name. Okay. Okay, email the students. That's interesting. So as you can see, I just explore things. I just click buttons, like this little rocket button. Oh, plan. All right, let's see. Cells, no, we don't need you. Not yet. Oh, site logo. Favicon. Homepage. This is nice. This is very nice. Nice, clean, like I said, like a color palette. Probably could even customize. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, you can even, wow, look at this. So much. All right, guys, hopefully this was helpful in your journey for starting your online course.